a.m. for an enlightening and interesting discussion on widespread topics that affects us all.
This is the social program on Radio Islam International. It's Thursday morning, today the 5th of September, the 1st of Rabiul Awal as well. And joining us on the program this morning for the social program is Maulana Ebrahim Bham. Maulana, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and assalamu alaikum to all the listeners.
Jazakumullah khairan, Maulana, for joining us on the program this morning. It is spring. It is spring, September. Rabiul Awal also, it means the first spring as well. And with spring, there's a lot of changes that come about. We see the blue skies, the green grass, the trees, all of that. It's a time of change. But one thing, Maulana, that doesn't seem to change, unfortunately, is the different fitnas and controversies on social media.
Yes, Maulana, change can be very positive. I posted on my social media something of Radio Islam's quotation, Ya muqallib al-qulub, thabbit qalbi ala dinik. Oh, the one who turns and change hearts, turn our hearts and turn and change our hearts and our life for the better upon the deen of Almighty Allah. So we should use change as a means of changing for the better. And as far as the question, Maulana, with regard to controversy and fitna and trials and tribulations, which has become part and parcel of our modern landscape. Every day there is something new on social media. And many times people ask, what should we do? Now, I just want to say a few things that comes from the ahadith and saying of the Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and also our akabirin. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had said in a hadith in Sahih Bukhari, there will come tribulations and fitna, where one sitting will be better than the one standing. The one standing will be better than the one walking. The one walking will be better than the one running. Whoever seeks these tribulations will be destroyed by them. Whoever finds a place of shelter or refuge, let him take refuge in that. This is a hadith of our beloved Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Sahih Bukhari, which tells us the one who is more active in pursuing and creating the fitna and trials and tribulations, he is in the worst place. That tribulations will destroy him. The best person is one who stays away from it. Therefore, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, the one who is sitting is better than the one standing. The one standing is better than the one who is walking. The one walking is better than the one running. Nu'man ibn Bashir radiyallahu ta'ala says, if there is nothing left in the world but fitna, then face it with patience. What we need to do is have deliberation, gentleness and forbearance at the time of tribulation and fitna. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam one day told his Sahabi Ashhaj bin Qais, the whole tribe came to Medina Munawwara. Everyone rushed to meet Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Ashhaj took everyone's belongings, placed it in a safe place. He tied everyone's camel. He wore the best of clothes that he could muster, and he came in the presence of our beloved Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, you have two characteristics which Allah loves, forbearance and deliberation. Everyone were emotional and rushed. You did say things in such a calm, collected manner. Hazrat Shaykh al-Hadith, Hazrat Maulana Zakaria Sahib Rahmatullah Alayhi, in his famous book Al-I'tidal, which was written for such situations of fitna at the time of partition, why do these controversies continue? Under the question, why do these controversies continue? He writes that the general people amongst the Muslims have made it an unnecessary habit of passing judgment on religious affairs, considering it to be their right. What need is there for them to put themselves in judgment over men of knowledge when there is ikhtilaf and difference? Is it not foolish that the general people still persist in becoming judges between ulama and passing judgment on everything that is there? And he finds that it seems that the object is to create more controversy. And he says, to show you this, you will find that those posts and those talks, which are, only with regard to Quran and Hadith, which are not controversial, people find it boring. They what is this? They seem to like those posts, and they forward those posts in which there is abuse and condemnation. And he said, we don't realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا تَنَازَعُوا فَتَفْشَلُوا. Dispute not and argue not, lest you become weak and your strength departs from you. Abdullah ibn Masud radiallahu anhu came one day with another Sahabi, and they were both reading the Quran in the different dialects the Quran was initially revealed. And they came, and Abdullah ibn Masud came with that Sahabi and said, Ya Rasulullah, he's reading this in a different manner from me. And Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Abdullah, both are correct, don't quarrel. Don't argue. So this is something that everyone should strive, that do not let us, unnecessarily create more controversy. We should become the means of lessening and diminishing controversies. And sometimes we do not have control over things, but what we do have control, let us be able to do that.
Jazakumullah khairan for that, Malana. I think that's pertinent advices because of the time that we live in, and messages go this way and that way. There, we should try to see how we can remove ourselves and not add fuel to that fire, and not add and make that situation worse, but rather let's see what is in our control and do the right thing. 21 minutes past 9. This is the social program on Radio Islam International. We will be discussing the book, Stop Worrying, Relax and Be Happy. And the topic this morning is sent down with the truth, the revelation that has been sent. It's the next chapter